back, and it's the 11th.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is it the 11th? God damn,
Yeah, I think
it is.
the 11th.
It's the 11th. Yes, it's the 11th, bro.
Man, we're on episode 3. This is going crazy.
We are on
We got Makai this time. After last week, it was just me and you.
You know,
Yeah.
I was slacking a little bit, but we're back.
It was slacking. So,
What happened with your interview?
bro. So, I got to Panera Bread. And the manager that I talked to the day before.
Uh-huh.
No, not the day before. Yesterday. That dude wasn't there. Okay. That's whatever. That was besides the point. The dude that he said was supposed to actually interview me, he called out sick, I guess, this morning.
You just called out sick?
Yeah, and I was just like, that's trash.
Did they reschedule it?
So, yeah, of course we rescheduled it. But one of the other managers I talked to, he offered me a free meal for the inconvenience, but I was still mad. 'Cause I was like, I was here for a whole ass interview.
Yeah.
And I really didn't plan on staying long. Good thing Makai picked me up because I'd probably been there for hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would have been there for hours.
That's crazy. They messed you up.
So after that, before he picked me up, I went to some other stores across the street, see if they're accepting walk-ins.
Yeah.
Nobody accepts
No.
walk-ins because everybody freaking trash.
Nobody does walk-ins, bro. Like I tried that about it like a year ago. I went to so many stores. They're like, bro, apply online.
Oh,
But
really?
applying online doesn't guarantee you a lot.
It's still good.
Applying
to
online sucks because it takes forever to get back.
They gloss over the application. They don't actually look at it.
That's why you have to, for a lot of places, you have to apply multiple times, like
Yeah, you gotta.
before you get in. Besides the places that are like, if you're on Indeed, say urgently hiring, then
Yeah, I'd rather
probably,
just call or like do something in person or meet someone. You know?
Yeah, like a Zoom
least-
meeting's cool. I would take a Zoom meeting over somebody trying to interview me over the freaking phone.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really interact. It's just like, oh, you only hear my voice and then you see me in person and that's your final decision for some reason.
Yeah.
I had a phone interview like 2 days ago.
Uh huh.
It was so quick, bro. But like, it's not the same as when you're actually talking to somebody like physically there.
phone,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, technically I had an interview yesterday, but I preferred it that way because dude was like, okay, I'm going to interview you myself and then I'll refer you to the dude after he writes down whatever requires or whatever skills I have or whatever he can reference.
Yeah.
And we actually have a conversation. Like, we don't just talk about the job. He's telling me he's in a heavy metal band.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool. And then he was telling me something about my name. I didn't know there was a group called Uriah Heat. It's a rock band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's something new I learned. I was like, I'm going to check it out.
Where's your name come from, bro?
Every day, right?
It comes from a lot of places, and I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
But mainly, I know my name comes somewhere in the Bible. I don't know who's Uriah in the Bible, but when I look it up for a quick Google search, it just means God of light. I'm just like, what? How does?
I mean,
How did
that's
that
a
turn?
dub. I'll take that as a dub.
Hey, man. I'll take whatever I can get at this
Bro,
point.
people butcher my name so much. Like, even though mine is Makai, they'll be like, your name is Malachi, right? You know that's in the Bible.
Okay.
I'm like, bro, my name is not Malachi. You know what I mean? I don't know where y'all are getting the L from.
Did you just call you Chai?
I'm like, yeah, just call me Kai, bro. Like, I'm tired of it.
But I like that though, the way your name is actually spelled.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty unique because there's only like certain words that use the Q like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah. The Q? What Q?
You said there's a Q in your name, right?
No, it's a C.
Where's the Q, bro?
I was like, hold on, bro. I'm like,
I'm
I was thinking for a second, I'm like,
my bad. I'm
Yeah.
thinking Akai. My bad.
no, you're good. But it's
I'm my bad.
because
Thinking
like
like
since
quail?
my dad's name is
Like-
Malachi.
No, because there's
Q?
certain words that are like, there's a word like Makai,
yeah.
but there's a Q somewhere. I just got to find it. That's why I thought.
I mean,
But
that's
you said it was
still
a C.
unique.
That's right. You told me
Yeah.
more than once.
Then the H is silent.
And the
'cause,
H
like,
is silent, so that's
It's
it's
Malachi.
close to Malachi because like even in Malachi the H is silent.
It's Machai.
Machai.
Bro, my stuff.
That's how it's spelled. Machai.
I done been Machai, Mache,
Shay.
Mashi, Maisha. Like, bro,
I don't know.
I've been hit with so many different names. I'm just like, yeah, just call me Kai. Like, make it sweet and simple.
Okay, so
Mine's Brando.
Yeah, you already told that. Somebody
If
call you
manage-
Bando. Like what?
If you manage to
Bando?
butcher Brando, I
Brando.
just
People butcher it. They call me Brandon.
There's no.
bro.
Yeah,
People see
yeah.
what they want to see.
They'll-
People hear what they want to hear and see
Selective
what they
hearing.
want to see.
that is-
Like
Yeah, there's no end, but like people would
Oh,
just
just
call me
assume,
Brandon.
just off
They're
of
just
not
like
reading the rest of it.
Brandon. I'm like, it's not my name. They're like, okay, and then they just Brandon. I'm like, bro, what the? Whatever, bro.
Like, okay, whatever, bro.
See, I've
At
gotten to
that
the point with my name where I don't even get offended at this point because people would be like, "Oh, Uriah." I'm like, no, it's not.
Uriah,
I'm just like
like
Uriah.
like Muriel or some shit.
Something like that. Like what? Uriah. I mean, I can understand why that would be, but there's no why sitting there.
I would probably would have said Uriah.
Uriah, yeah. That I've heard people
Uriah.
actually call me that on a normal. I just pay no mind. But I hated it when I was in like, because I already told you guys, I was in dual immersion, so I'm surrounded by Hispanic people. So they say it with their accent, so it'd be like Uriah. I'm just like, I don't like that. I don't like that. So I just got used to it, and I was just like, yeah, that's how you technically say it,
Yeah.
but it's Uriah.
I got used to my stuff getting butchered, bro. I'm just like, they gonna call my name. They about to butcher this. Some of them be like, Makai? And they're like, raise an eyebrow. They're like, did I get it right? I'm like, yes, you got like
You want to go?
you got it right, yeah.
I probably would have got it right. First try. Yours, I would probably said Uriah.
That's the closest probably you'll ever get for somebody just doing guesses.
Yeah.
There's only certain people that actually say Uriah. I'm like, oh wow, that's interesting. That was the first thought, I guess.
So you ever seen people with names like Jalen or something, and
Yeah.
like it'll have like an apostrophe in the middle of it, like
Yeah.
Jalen? I'm like, how do you say this? Jalen? Like,
Jalen? That's
how do you
hecka
say
funny.
that? Like,
I don't know.
People
Like,
be
no,
having
bro,
names
it's just
like that, bro.
Jalen.
English is
I know
weird.
you're talking about like
don't know.
apostrophes and things in their name.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, usually that's black people. They got like the apostrophes up in there.
yeah.
I've never seen
no,
like
that's true.
Hispanics with apostrophes. They just have 17 names.
Yeah, there's that. And
Yeah.
then they have the inclusion of your accent marks and like certain
Accent
letters.
marks? Yeah.
And your freaking letters. So like, they'll have it on your A or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not good with the accents. That's just hella hard to learn.
I hate
Cause
it.
I was taking like AP Spanish or whatever in high school. Like it's so hard to learn the accents. There's like, it's like its own freaking language, bro. Trying to learn where to put the accents,
It just come
how
like,
to raise your.
It's literally learning like
your
the
pitch
alphabet
when you
all
say
over
it.
again.
Oh
Weird.
yeah, because you're
It's
learning how to
stupid,
say
bro.
the words with the accent. Yeah.
It's super difficult.
That sound, bro. Just sounds like hard.
like
there's-
English. There's no accents, right?
English doesn't
it's
look
pretty
complicated.
straightforward.
And then
Yeah.
I think Spanish has like what 4 extra letters in the alphabet.
Yeah. They got the double L's.
Yeah, I hate that.
The double L's.
Yeah, and then L.
Yeah.
I still think English is the hardest to learn. We just learned it as kids.
English
though.
is actually one of the most complicated languages.
It
in
is.
Certain,
I think
in
it's the
certain
hardest to
aspects.
learn.
Cause I was thinking about it one day. Cause
like-
go ahead.
Think about when you looked at as a kid, like where, and where. You're like,
Yeah.
what, bro? Like, what
Yeah,
do you mean?
something like
there's-
that.
What do you mean? There's 3 wheres, bro, and they're spelled different, but they sound the same. Like,
Dude, bro, like I know all of it. Like, like I know
Like once
which
it's
one.
broken down to a certain point, you're like, oh, and then, but trying to teach somebody who's like
Yeah, who
foreign to the
doesn't
language,
know,
is
Someone
like,
is
what?
foreign.
bro, they're
Yeah,
like, what?
That would
What
be
do you
tough.
mean? Like
There's
There's
like 4
3 of these.
definitions, 4 different ways to do something. Yeah.
2, 2, and 2? Like, what?
Yeah.
Those ones are like, I think the craziest thing. Like, if we're talking about just you're grown and you just now learning English,
There,
Mhm.
there,
you're gonna
and
be
there.
in like, what
There's
the
a lot of
hell,
them.
dude? Like, what is this?
Yeah, and then that's pretty stupid.
We're over here talking about freaking
Languages.
English languages, Hispanic, Spanish, whatever. What else we gonna talk about? What we got today?
Do we want to go into the video game thing?
Video games. You was talking about video games. What's your beef with your video games recently?
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna say just the beef with video games. It's just about like how it gets your mind, bro. Because the thing about the video game is that it's so much fun that like when you go to do something else and you compare it to the game, like nothing competes with it. Even if it's something productive, like you'll know it's productive, and you'll get off the game to go do something productive, and you'll be like, bro, this is nowhere near like it's fun. I don't get anywhere near as much as like gratitude and fun as playing the video game. And I think that's what makes the game so like not even addicting, but like habit forming. And then to think about the game too is that
I don't think you play FIFA, bro. Like,
but yeah, bro,
if you play FIFA, bro, it's the game's so stupid. Like the tricks you could do, and like people would just.
Well,
it's
you're playing a
so
sports game.
dumb,
I already heard
dude.
enough
Like
BS.
you'll get so fucking irritated with it that you just quit after a match or two. Like if you lose 2 in a row, you're done. Like you're not playing no more because it gets you so
bro,
angry.
if you want to rage, just buy all the sports games.
So,
Either buy you a sports game or you buy you a team-based shooter, and or any team-based game.
Any team-based game,
you're gonna get angry.
Yeah,
and you'll still be but people will still be kind of hooked to it. They'll be playing. They'll be mad.
There's a weird,
there's
a weird addiction to it.
It's be playing, be mad as hell, and you still want to keep playing. Like
yeah, because you want to win.
Yeah,
so you're like, I gotta win one before I quit.
Man.
You know.
And like
Me, I was hecka stubborn, so I was playing Overwatch since 2018 because I went up on my PS4,
Mm-hmm.
and that game gotten so bad over the years where I was like, I hate it. But at one point, I hate the game so much that I played it still, and I was like, I need to stop this. This is not good for my health.
Still, like
This is not good for my
I
health.
hate the game and still play it.
Like I hate certain changes they made. I still want to call Blizzard Entertainment racist because all the characters I played were of this color, and then they always get some random nerfs. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
But yeah,
Yeah. That.
I'd definitely say games are probably like
I think maybe for kids, but like
that's what I'm saying.
It's worse for kids.
me, like
Because their entire identity is built into the game.
I think that's why I'm more hooked to the game too. If you start playing it as a kid, you get so like used to it being in your routine. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Especially
but like
if you grew up with it.
when I was in middle school, bro, I would like Call of Duty was popping, so
Yeah.
I was pretty good. I had like 2.0 KD or whatever. So like I would be playing, bro, and I would wake up like hella early before school to play, or like in the middle of the night I'd be playing,
Right.
and I would play a lot, dude, up until I would say all of school. Once I graduated, dude, I stopped playing video games. Like
Once I graduated, I stopped playing them as much.
so there's so much things you
Kinda.
could do, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you're really a homebody and you never really leave, then I feel like, bro, you can just go out with your friends.
Yeah, see,
You're
well,
not
I
really
fall,
thinking of
I
the
fall
game.
more into the homebody category, so I think that's another thing too.
I don't
That-
really like to go out to begin with.
I do
so-
like
Yeah.
to get out, but I do fall more towards the homebody category, so I definitely say that's why it would affect me. Or anybody that's more in that category where you're like more at the house and you just like, damn, I could just hop on the game. You know what I mean? Like it's so
I
easy.
think as a
accessible,
guy,
too.
sure, but like girls don't really play games like that. Not that many compared to guys, you know.
Oh,
Well,
no. I
actually-
mean, yeah, if we're talking about comparison,
It's almost
that's true.
50-50 now.
But no, there's starting to be a lot more
It's
girls
actually
that
almost
play
50-50.
games now. Yeah, I definitely. Than before,
There's a lot of streamers and stuff, but
Yeah.
like
There's
that's
a difference.
streaming.
There's a difference.
That's
'Cause
streaming.
I've
They're
been
trying to make
seeing-
money.
I've been seeing some things. There's streamers. There's a lot of female streamers. That I will say. They're doing it for specific purposes.
They're doing it.
And we
for
all
money.
know what that specific purpose is. Starts with an O and ends with an S. Anyways. But yeah.
hey man, get your bag how you get your
Yeah,
bag, man.
they getting their money. But female gamers are more inclined to actually play the game
Yeah.
instead of like, oh man, this game's fun. Gets swiped by the entire team. Like they're actually enjoying the game. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're not having fun.
yeah.
I'm angry looking at this. What are you doing?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch streamers, so I wouldn't know.
I stopped watching them as much. I definitely say the girl gaming community. I mean, it's definitely going up. The streamers, as we all know, is definitely going up.
Especially, oh my god, I don't like Twitch for like their one's aspect because like there's no way to actually grow your channel unless just like by external means. So say you had a YouTube channel, that's where most of your following comes from,
Yeah.
and then you convert to Twitch.
Or Twitter, and then you
gotta
have
gravitate
to,
people.
You have to gravitate them, like unless you know somebody that's big and you just play with them. Even then, you still have to gravitate.
Yeah, that can work because like people can read your streams. Like if they have an established following, it's like let's say it's double the size of yours. Let's say you have 7K, they have 14K. They can just read your stream.
Yeah,
and
pretty
then
much.
You have an audience, a large audience, for like a brief time or a long period of time, or whenever you end your stream.
For sure.
I don't think I've ever watched Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is interesting.
It is interesting. You could get sucked into watching Twitch for hours, bro. Like you won't even really be enjoying it, and you'll still be kind of like, I'm just gonna watch this. Like it can turn like that.
Was into Twitch. Like after like Among Us was popular, but it was like slowly like dying off. Then I was watching people actually play, and I was like, I just learned how people operate now. That's the only thing I gained from actually watching Twitch like that. I learned how certain people think. I was like, that's tough. You can't even conceal your own identity for being a killer for like 5 seconds. Like give yourself away.
Among Us is hilarious, bro.
That is a game you don't play with.
You see two people. You see two people go in the same room. One goes out. The other dude's missing. Like it's not me.
It wasn't me. He's dead. You both went in there. It only makes sense. Then it actually not.
You get the one.
Somebody
you get
else.
the couple of times you go into vent. You come out the vent at the wrong time. Somebody walks in the room. Now you have to play stupid. Like he's like, bro, I saw him come out of vent. I'm like, bro, I saw him come out the vent.
I never played the game, so I don't know, bro.
Honestly, Among Us
it was hella popular.
It's hilarious, bro. Even if you got a group of people to play it now, like it's hilarious.
It's definitely enjoyable with the group.
But definitely video games. I would say the reason why they can be more devastating than other things is just that you can be tired and hungry and still play the game. Like, and if you're really playing it, like you'll get an adrenaline rush too. Like you ever been playing COD late night, bro, and you're tired and you get a game, you pop off, you'll wake up until you get into that lobby. If you get into that lobby and you start sitting, bro, you'll get adrenaline rush. Some of these games, if you get into them enough, when you're tired, you'll notice you'll get a jolt of energy. You'll wake up. You'll get a adrenaline
You'll like
rush.
work on the autopilot and then you start doing shit. You're like, what yeah, it's weird.
And
I know what you mean. 'Cause I be doing that late night sometimes.
You know, like I said, compared to working out, you know, once you work out long enough, you leave the gym or you stop. You know what I mean? You'll get tired, but you can still be tired and hungry and still like be on the game for hours compared to other things. So that's why I would say like that's where it can be more dangerous than most other habits. I'm not even gonna say addictions, just habits.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you can do that, you know.
Yeah.
You're running off of nothing and play for hours.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't really. I haven't played video games like that in like at least 2 years.
Yeah, but even though
And
I'm
I've
pretty
only
sure
been
you've
playing sports, which is
seen
just
it though,
FIFA.
like even with other people, like
like I said, when I was a kid, I would play a lot, and I could play for fucking hours. For hours.
I don't have that same attention span anymore. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. When it comes to the games, I do. If it's something else, I'm like, my brain's fried. You give me a game, I like it. I can play it for hours still.
Man, I don't think I can do anything for like hella long like that anymore.
Like the closest thing it would have to be, like I was telling you guys, I playing the Walking Dead novels. Those are basically like TV to me.
Yeah, they are kind of like TV.
Yeah, it's just me watching TV, but it's me interacting with it. So
switch it up here and there, yeah.
I mean,
that's the closest I've been engaged with my Switch for the longest.
Closest thing for me is I'll say playing soccer, dude. That's the closest thing that I could relate to. Like, I could do it for hours and not really care. But like you said, like my body gives out at a certain point.
Yeah.
So like I have to stop because it's just
you're
like,
oh, well, time to hit the bucket.
I can't move anymore.
I feel like once you get out of the habit of the game, it's good. But it's just until you break that habit. You know what I mean? Because it's super easy to fall back into, especially if you're more in like the at-home category,
Yeah.
you might just be like, you know what, I don't really know what to do right now. I can't think of something to do.
Don't
I'm
even
getting
get
on
me
the game.
started with mobile games because those are even worse.
For
Let's
me,
not get started with
Those are
mobile
even
games.
worse because I
let's
know,
not do
like,
I
that.
know that situation.
I get what you're saying. So like Far Cry 6 is coming out or whatever, so maybe I'll buy it. I get to this thing like if I do buy a game, I get really addicted to it for like a week or two period until it dies off, and then I finish the game. Once I'm done with the game, like
So do you buy for hype
I'm
or
kinda
do you
done.
buy
I
for
see what you're
yourself?
saying.
bro, I haven't bought a game in a long time. I think the last one I did was Dragon Ball Fighter Z and then
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption 2. And I played those, like I said, 2 weeks, and then it kind of died. But I didn't buy them at the time that they came out. I bought them for myself just because I
Yeah.
felt like it.
I see what you're saying, because those more games kind of like you play them for the first week or two, then they kind of die out.
Make sure you're talking to the mic
Okay.
or whatever.
Hold on.
You can
Are we
move
still?
the mic, bro.
I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just going.
Yeah.
But those type of games usually is the first, 1 or 2 weeks they have the hype, then they kind of die out.
yeah.
I think the dangerous ones are the MMOs. People that get into the MMOs because those games are built to last for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Like GTA.
haven't really interacted with an MMO for a long time. So
GTA would be considered an MMO, right? Kinda. It's still kind of an
Nah, bro, the
MMORPG.
thing, like,
kind of.
people get addicted
it's
to
weird because
It-
it can be looked at.
Yeah, it can be
an
looked at
MMO,
as an MMO.
but it's still a role playing game.
People get
Yeah.
addicted to like. I don't think shooter games are very addicting because
No.
you get so frustrated with it, you would just stop because you're angry.
Unless
you
you're
know?
going for like leaderboards and you're with a group of
Exactly.
sweats the whole
Unless you're-
time.
Unless you're really doing that,
Yeah.
it's
get
hard to
tired
get
of it.
addicted because you just get frustrated with it. But I think games like GTA or like a Monster Hunter or something where you could just keep leveling
Yeah,
up and
MMOs.
keep obtaining more
Monster
stuff.
Hunter.
you know?
That's one of those
Right.
games
Like,
where you
you
got
can
to play.
keep leveling up, so you keep going and going, and it never ends.
The
you know?
progress, the fact that you
Keep on, yeah.
feels like you're making an infinite amount of progress. That's another thing. Like I said, that they fall into like the MMORPG category. We'll just say
Mhm.
that those games are built to last years, bro. When did GTA come out? GTA the latest.
Yeah, because people,
GTA's
GTA 5
been
been
out
here
for
since
a while.
13?
Damn,
and
it's been
people
there
are still
since
addicted to it,
2013.
bro.
Bro, I'm sick of this
Bro.
game getting milked like a cow.
That's what I'm saying, though. So those I definitely would say are the most dangerous
You ever
ones.
spend money on a game, bro?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Spend
Like,
hella money on that game? Like
On-
in game?
on
in-game
GTA?
per- Yeah, like
Oh, like
currencies.
not in
every
GTA,
day.
but if we're talking about in general. Oh, I don't.
No, like,
Yeah.
I'd have to pick and choose my poison because I play
Uh-huh.
mobile games. Those because they're technically free.
Ooh.
yeah.
So
Ooh, the mobile
I'd have to
games.
evaluate my situation before I go and buy some currency. But yeah, I have to make a smart choice.
Bro, the
Yeah.
mobile games are. Now, if you talking about break the bank, the mobile games, they be. All right, if you want to play the next level, go ahead and
Yeah.
drop this $20.
No, not like that.
You
Like
know what I
if you
mean?
want to make substantial
Nah.
progress, like
I think like
elites do.
skins, like especially Call of Duty and stuff.
Oh my
like on the
god,
guns,
aesthetics. Yeah.
Fortnite, like there's just like 99 cents and you can get this camo.
I ain't
or
gonna hold you.
something,
Fortnite
know?
got a
Oh yeah,
They'd be running out the
Fortnite.
score
Fortnite got
with
me
that.
beat.
Fortnite. I ain't gonna lie. Fortnite got everybody.
Fortnite got me
Boy.
beat.
It didn't get
Bro,
me.
if you got on the game now, you know the item shop is like 4 times bigger than what it was.
I looked at the.
Is it?
I think I last time I played Fortnite was May of this year. I actually went back.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually proud of them because they had a subscription base
Yeah,
thing going
that
on.
do now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
dope because you get the battle pass, you get a monthly skin, and you get some V-Bucks every now and again. I was like, that's cool, but I'm not playing this game like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but Fortnite got their design team is up there.
I would say Fortnite is also addicting too, just because the aspect of building, nothing really had that.
Yeah.
So like in Fortnite, you could kill it if you good enough with building and your mechanics and aim. You could kill 10 people, bro. Like when you get somebody, you didn't see somebody hit a triple edit, box up, drop down, pop somebody in the head, like that type of. You get hooked to doing that type of stuff quick, and there's no other game like that in the building aspect besides the knockoffs. But you know what I'm saying? So I think that's another reason what made it so interesting.
Yeah, the building
And,
was very.
It was the building.
And then the design itself is pretty cool because it's like cartoony.
Yeah.
I mean, Everybody loves
Well,
cartoons.
that attracts all the kids.
Yeah, that attracts a lot of more than just kids because there's a lot of games
Everybody
with like good
could relate.
By the
aesthetics.
time I tried playing Fortnite, it was already out for like a year, and so like everybody was already hella good.
So you joined in like season 2.
Yeah, I joined like season 2 or 3. So
You didn't play real Fortnite.
nah, at that point, like everybody was so good, I can't kill anyone.
Yeah, bro.
Because
Oh yeah, because they had
I
the
was
John
so
Wick
bad, you know?
builders out there just doing stuff.
so then I just didn't play because I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna kill anyone like this.
Bro.
There's no point in me taking like I'm a
And
year
then you're playing on
behind, you know?
controller, and then what is it? Has it always been crossplay?
Yeah, I think so for the most
Yeah,
part.
and then you're playing on a controller. You got to have freaking arthritis the game while
thought-
everybody's playing on PC. And I was like,
Yeah.
nah.
No, I don't. At first, I think you couldn't play with PC players. I think you could play with Xbox and PS4, but I don't think you could run into or there was like an option to turn it on. Yeah, there was an option to turn it on or off.
I don't
Because
know.
when you run into them people that was sweating on the keyboard and mouse and you just on controller and don't have any muscle memory, don't.
Like I know what I'm good at, bro. I'm good at shooter games, but like I have to take my time to get good at it
And understand the actual.
and understand.
basics.
Yeah, like the movements and stuff like that. I'm really good at FIFA because it's been for the most part the same for like forever.
Right.
So like I'm
Last
good at
time I
it.
played a FIFA game was 07.
Yeah, like on
Okay.
Division 1 on the seasons or whatever. But like I'm a second tier Division 1. There's people who learn all the skill moves, do crazy stuff. They're like top tier ones. Those are like your
Nice.
streamers or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They're the top tier ones. I'm like
Um,
second tier. I'm like guy who's just good at the game.
Yeah, by the way, we're on 5% right now on the laptop.
Swear.
Yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there because I just looked right now.
Hey, man.
Make sure it doesn't
I
die
have to
mid
be on
podcast.
5%, I guess.
We'll finish it, bro. What else are we gonna talk about? So that's
Um,
video games. Overall, man. I mean, yeah, video games are addicting.
So
They're just
I'll-
gonna get worse with like VR and
Yeah,
ARs
I'll
and
just-
stuff like that.
long story
like,
short.
I don't even think it's video games at this point. It's more so the graphics team
Mm-hmm.
just improving everything.
It's also the dopamine, the reward you get. You know
Oh, yeah, there's that too.
that's the
Yeah.
thing about the game. It's like an instant reward. So you get used
Well, they do
to
it on
like,
purpose.
yeah. I mean, yeah,
All that
that's,
stuff's done on purpose.
that's how they're
Just to make
done.
money.
And
like, oh man, I just
that's what
forfeited a
gets
new
you
weapon.
hooked.
Like,
It's not
that
even
type of
like
stuff.
it's just that you always getting that dopamine rush. Oh, I'm rewarded for this. I'm rewarded for that. I'm rewarded for this.
Yeah, it's
and
just-
then, like I said, you can do it being tired. You can do it being hungry. You didn't wash your butt. You didn't brush your grill. You can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be on the game all day. Definitely, I would say in the next 5-10 years, next thing you know, bro, everybody's gonna be with VR headsets. You're gonna go to
Not me, bro.
the
Like,
arcade.
If you've
and-
seen Sword Art Online, you gonna best
Oh,
be
Sword
off
Art
that.
Online. Yeah,
you
I'm
gonna
good.
best be off
No.
of VR headset.
you're gonna go into an arcade and there's gonna be nothing but VR headsets in there. Next,
I don't want to do any
the
of
way
that
it's
now.
going.
Nah, I haven't even interacted with a VR headset, but just looking at people with it and then them giving their experience and feedback afterwards, I don't think I want to be dizzy every 5 seconds. I'm sitting there for 4 hours.
The only reason I would do that is for like a racing game or something, you know? But like,
That
because
sounds
like
fun.
it would be like realistic,
Or
you know?
like a
Like when are you
simulation.
ever really gonna get to drive like
A-
one of those cars, or like a race car? Are you ever gonna be able to
Not
go 200
often.
miles an hour? Like never.
Not often.
So that's why I would do it, just for that
I'd rather go
experience.
200
You know?
miles per hour in the game than probably in real life.
Yeah, that's what I
Trusting
would do. Get
myself,
one of those
man.
like car seats and stuff that they make for the
Yeah,
games.
VR is cool. There's only certain things I would do. Like VR chat.
Mhm.
VR chat's
VR chat is
Dope.
hilarious, bro.
VR chat's dope. I like that concept, being able to interact. It's like the social media of gaming.
Yeah,
Technically, that's pretty dope.
yeah. But
Mm.
other than
Oh.
that, man, probably wouldn't get addicted to video games like that.
I feel like once you break the habit and you're out of it, I feel like it's probably easier to stay out of it. But if you don't fully get out the habit, it's easier to fall back
Yeah,
because it's always there too.
yeah.
So,
I feel
going from there,
Anything you want to talk about?
that. No, not really.
Nah, you got something. What you got?
Like 3%.
That's probably it. Yeah.
We're at 4. We got 3 more percent till it dies.
Sure. You
Um,
got anything
What do
more?
I have?
What kind of besides the video
Um,
games? No.
I was gonna say we could go over like why do we think people become toxic or how do toxic habits form?
I'm gonna just grab the charger, bro.
Yeah, grab the charger.
This man's
real
over
quick.
here
Yeah,
thinking about his battery percentage. Just like, man, I hope it does.
Oh yeah. Grab the
Oh,
charger,
we're gonna
bro.
need that.
Yeah,
We're gonna need
that's.
those issues.
So we will take a short intermission while he grabs the charger.
Just random.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
We'll
that's.
chop it up anyways. Whatever.
Let's see if we can talk about that next. You know, why do people become toxic? How do toxic habits form? Oh no, I said we're gonna take a brief intermission while you grab the charger,
Yes, sir.
and then
I can't.
Another 10 minutes, baby.
Yes, sir.
all right.
All right,
So,
we're back.
do you guys want to start out? One of you guys want to start out with
I
this?
think people just are raised with different values, man. Like, just I think a lot of it's just how you're raised, you know, how you
Right.
grow up or whatever. Then once you become an adult, it's kind of like your responsibility to kind of fix yourself,
Right.
you know? Like, okay, your parents teach you a way to do things, you learn from them, you see things like that, you pick up bad habits from them. So then you turn 18, now you're out in the real world, and now you're technically a bad person. So you mess up relationships, or you keep following with the same people that are toxic, you know?
Right.
Now you have to kind of unlearn. You have
All
to
the
learn.
toxic
You have to
stuff.
learn what's wrong with you, and you have to learn to fix that.
Most people are not
And
willing to accept that
yeah, they're not.
fact.
They don't.
Actually, we're talking about that yesterday. We're outside. Like, not a lot of people evaluate themselves.
Hell no.
Yeah, like this man thought he was crazy, thinking he's attracting certain women. I was like, maybe you are. Have you done a
yeah,
self-evaluation?
bro, like if you keep following with the same kind of
Yeah,
woman,
man, I
bro,
keep
maybe
finding the crazy women.
I don't
like,
know.
am
Bro,
I crazy, bro? Do I
Probably
not
who
know
you
it?
swiping on Tinder, bro.
You are
Like-
crazy swiping every 5 seconds, probably. I don't know.
man. Maybe I'm a little crazy and I just don't realize it. You know, they say crazy people don't think they're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the truth.
So, but yeah, I would definitely say the toxic things. I agree with you that it really stems from what we see as a kid,
Yeah.
especially from our parents. And then just like you said, when you get grown or you get older, it is somewhat, you know, your job to evaluate, is this behavior like that I'm using, is this healthy? Is this toxic behavior?
It sucks because
And then, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of people
of their actions, basically.
Yeah, you are.
a lot of people don't like to be told that they're doing something wrong or bad.
Like, I got a sister. She's completely different from me, bro.
Right.
I was raised here with my two parents. She's raised single mom. She's way different than me, you know?
Right.
She got a kid or whatever and things like that. Not that that's bad,
Right.
but like it's way different life and decisions compared to like how I'm living, if that makes sense. We got different. I wouldn't say she's too ambitious, but like I am. So it's like
It doesn't. Not that it doesn't
like
mix, but
being, yeah, it's like especially like the single parent household thing. That probably affects people a lot, you know, because you don't have a
don't
dad
have
or
both
some
figures.
to teach you how to make money, to teach you how to treat women and things like that. So then, I don't know.
You just kind of
Stuff
pick
like
up
that
what you
affects-
pick
yeah,
up
stuff
at
like
that
affects
point.
you. So
No,
I'm sure.
definitely. I definitely think that's a big thing. Especially not having both sides of like
Yeah,
The
having both
parental
your
spectrum.
parents usually.
plays a big role. Like whether you don't have your mother or whether you don't have your father, vice
'Cause, like,
versa.
bro,
plays.
me in high school, I was angry as hell all the time, bro. So like, let's say I lived with my mom, right?
Right.
And I was just an angry little kid all the time. Like, to an extent, she's not gonna be able to handle it, right?
Right.
So then I would just continue being angry forever. Like nothing's gonna stop me, and that will lead to other things. But like if there's a man there, he could teach me how to control me being angry, or
Yeah.
put me in my place, whatever needed to be done. You know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. You know, my mother's been a single mother. Well, she's pretty much been a single mother for a while,
Yeah.
and or I would say that's a complicated situation. But anyway, my pops, he's there, but him not being there, sometimes I can definitely see how that can affect a lot of people that don't have their
Hell yeah.
father there at all. As
Mhm.
we're talking about specifically as a man right now. Vice versa, if you're a
Yeah.
woman and you don't have your mother, your father can't teach you some things on how to be a woman or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your mom can't teach you
Yeah.
specific things about being a man. So then you have to figure it out on your own, or some people learn by the streets, or some people learn by, somebody else, which
Yeah.
definitely affects decisions and how you look at things and how you do things. And I'm not gonna say. I mean, there are toxic people. You know what I mean. So sometimes you will run into toxic people. You may pick up on them
And then
and pick up
I think
those
sometimes
habits.
people who are toxic, they don't understand that, and like they don't do it because it's on purpose. It's just kind of like
How they
they don't know nothing else, so they're just living their life. They think they're fine.
right.
So like, let's say, I don't know, dude. If I was, whenever I get close to a girl, I push her away or some shit like that, right?
Right.
If that's all I've ever known, then that's like normal to me.
Right. What do you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you know. So that's what you do.
Yeah. So then I do it to every single girl they're on there for, until like I realize like, oh, this ain't right.
Like this is what
That's not how you do
this
things.
is what's going on.
Yeah. Maybe
So
that takes a long time. Maybe it takes a couple years.
I would definitely go back to what you guys said. I think the biggest thing with that is just self-evaluation,
Yeah.
and then also being comfortable with not saying what's wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but being comfortable with changing some of the things that you see that can be better. Like even if it's some toxic, like, oh, okay, how can I switch this? I think a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
When it
Most
comes to
people see through a
changing.
single lens. That's the
Yeah.
issue. Always been the issue. You look in one way. That's the only way you ever see it. Only
Right.
certain people. There's only a select few that be like, oh, I can probably outweigh both sides, and maybe this was the result I would get.
And then changing from that is like, change is scary. Change can be scary. So for a lot of people, they're like, okay, now I do want to switch this, but I'm kind of scared to like, how is this going to change me as a person? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just hard.
So
It's not easy.
it's
It's like
definitely,
it's like building a whole new habit.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly
like
what it is.
built. I mean, essentially it's rebuilding part of yourself. Like,
It's hella hard, dude.
yeah. Oh, it's definitely not easy.
No, this
It's
is hella hard.
definitely not easy.
Yeah.
But most of the easy things don't really have a great reward for
Yeah.
them.
Nope.
That's for sure.
Toxic people, toxic habits, kind of hard to get over.
Is that a book?
No.
Toxic habits.
Toxic people, toxic habits. That sounds
That
like
probably
book
is a
title.
book, bro. That sounds
Write
like
the
I
book.
ain't gonna lie, that sounds
Hey
like
man,
a book.
I might have
Write the
I
book,
might
bro.
have to.
Bro, I'm gonna have to check
Toxic
that out.
habits, toxic people. By Sylvie.
Trademark the name.
Yep.
Man.
That's heck of dope.
Yeah. But thank you guys for checking out the podcast. Stay tuned for the next ones. There's a bunch of good content that we already released. This one should be dropping Wednesday, but stay tuned for everything else.
Stay tuned, man.